I welcome you all back to the discussion of matrices, class number 9. In this class, we are going to discuss about diagonalization of matrices. So, the last class we started with eigenvalues and eigenvectors, and we discussed I think 4 problems on eigenvalues and eigenvectors. As an extension to the concept of eigenvalues and eigenvectors, we are going to discuss now diagonalization of matrices. So here we discuss how to diagonalize the given matrix. Especially for our syllabus, we are considering only 2 cross 2 matrices. We are not going for the diagonalization of higher order matrices. Yes, we are considering only 2 cross 2 matrices. And the diagonalization can be done only for square matrices, because we need to find its eigenvalues and eigenvectors. So diagonalization is only for square matrices, and we are considering here only matrices of order 2 cross 2. That is the first point you have to note down. The second point is similarity of matrices. Suppose there are 2 square matrices, say A and B. When you say that that 2 matrices are similar, okay. Given 2 matrices A and B, we can say that A is similar to B and B is similar to A. That are 2 ways you can say. To say that B is similar to A, to say that B is similar to A, we must have the following condition. There must exist a non-zero matrix or non-singular matrix. So non-zero is non-singular, that is most important. Non-singular in the sense determinant of that matrix should be non-zero. Okay, determinant of that matrix should be non-zero. So if there exists a non-singular matrix P such that B equal to P inverse AP, B equal to P inverse AP, then we say that A is similar to B. Similarly, to say that B is similar to A, see, B is similar to A, what condition you must have? If there exists another symbol is a non-singular matrix Q such that A equal to Q inverse BQ. Okay. So if that is the condition, then we say that B is similar to A and A is similar to B. See, B is similar to A need not imply A is similar to B. Whether it is implies or not implies, that is out of the syllabus, that we are not going to consider right now. So this is about the definition of similarity of matrices. So a matrix B, a matrix as B is similar to A if there exists a matrix, a non-singular matrix P such that B equal to P inverse AP. For otherwise, we don't consider the case for otherwise. So that is about similarity of matrices. Now, suppose the similar matrix P inverse AP is diagonal. Then we say that A is diagonalizable. If P inverse AP is a diagonal matrix, then we say that A is diagonalizable, or A can be reduced to a diagonal matrix. And in such case, we say that the matrix P transforms A to a diagonal form. We say that matrix P transforms A to diagonal form. More specifically, we say that P diagonalizes A. More specifically, we say that P diagonalizes A. Okay. Then the matrix P, which is going to diagonalize A, is called a model matrix. That's what we have written here. That is called a model matrix. So what we discussed so far here is similarity of 2 matrices. We say that a matrix B is similar to A if B equal to P inverse AP for some non-singular matrix P. And if A is similar to a diagonal matrix, if A is similar to a diagonal matrix, then we say that A is diagonalizable. A is diagonalizable, and in such case P is called a model matrix, and we say that P diagonalizes A. So that's about the basic definitions or basic terminologies you must know to discuss problems. And see, we discussed about this matrix A and this matrix P, right? Okay, P is called model matrix and A is said to be diagonalizable. Now this matrix P inverse AP, there is a particular name to this, that is P inverse AP is called spectral matrix of A. Spectral matrix of A. Why it is called spectral matrix? There is a reason for that. The spectral means it is a collection of eigenvalues of A. Spectral means that is the collection of eigenvalues of A. So whatever the diagonal matrix you are going to get from this P inverse AP, that will be the matrix whose diagonal entries are the eigenvalues of A. So see, this is the this is what going to happen if A is given matrix, a square matrix, and its eigenvalues be lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda n, and suppose this is a diagonalizable matrix, then P inverse AP must be a diagonal matrix. Actually this will be the diagonal matrix whose diagonal entries are eigenvalues of A. So this matrix is the matrix of eigenvalues of A. That is actually one way of the collection of eigenvalues of A. But the collection of eigenvalues of any matrix is generally called spectral. Spectral line or spectral matrix or spectral group, spectral set. There are many names for that. So spectral means the collection of eigenvalues. So this is about the basic definitions. Now next, given a matrix A, how to find its diagonalized matrix, or how to transform that to a diagonalizable form, or how to make it similar to a diagonal matrix. So that's what we are going to discuss here. So I'll discuss steps here. Consider the given matrix. I'll just write consider A, consider the given matrix, and find its eigenvalues. Find its eigenvalues, E values I'll write. Let it be a lambda 1, lambda 2 and so on, lambda n generally. And let us discuss a particular case. Why do you worry about the general case? See, we are restricting ourselves to 2 cross 2 matrices. So let us discuss the methodology for 2 cross 2 matrices only. Let A be a square matrix of order 2 cross 2. Find its eigenvalues. That is the first step. Lambda 1 and lambda 2. See, for a square matrix of order 2 cross 2, you can write the characteristic polynomial directly. So you can directly write the polynomial and solve it. It is just a quadratic equation. You can simply get the roots. Not that much difficult to get the roots. Then here only you get the final solution. What the final solution will be. That idea will come to you here. Either it will be 0 lambda 1 0 0 lambda 2, or the final diagonal matrix will be lambda 2 0 0 lambda 1. So this will be the final answer. So that should come to you your mind once you find the eigenvalues of A. Second step, after finding the eigenvalues, find corresponding eigenvectors. Find eigenvectors. So corresponding to lambda 1 we will be having x1, corresponding to lambda 2 you will be having x2. 3. Form a matrix P whose first column will be x1, second column will be x2. Form a matrix capital P whose first column will be x1, second column will be x2. So these two are column vectors, right? So first column alli x1 barbeku, second column alli x2 barbeku. And find P inverse. So P inverse, the formula is 1 by determinant of A into adjoint of P. 1 by determinant of A into adjoint of P. I will give you the general formula. Suppose P is A, B, C, D. It is a 2 cross 2 matrix, right? P is A, B, C, D. Then P inverse will be 1 by determinant of P into, here interchange the diagonal entries dA and change the sign of non-diagonal entries. That's all. So that will give you the inverse of P. Okay. So you have to form the matrix P and then find its inverse. And fourth step, compute P inverse P. Compute P inverse AP. And actually you must get the diagonal matrix, the product of those three matrices to be a diagonal matrix whose first row, whose entries are lambda 1 and lambda 2. If this x1, if you consider x1, x2, see, if you take P equal to x1, x2, then this matrix you are going to get. Suppose you consider P equal to x2, x1. You can consider it in any order. There is no specific order. In such case, you will get the final matrix P inverse AP to be lambda 2, 0, 0, lambda 1. Both are correct. Either you get lambda 1, 0, 0, lambda 2 or lambda 2, 0, 0, lambda 1. So that is the procedure you have to follow. Now let us start with problems. So diagonalize the following matrices. That is the problem statement. Diagonalize the following matrices. So first matrix I am going to consider is capital A equal to minus 1, 3, minus 2, 4. So this is the first matrix I am going to consider. Solution. I will just write the important steps. I don't write all the steps properly just to save the time. The characteristic polynomial is f of lambda equal to lambda square minus of sum of diagonal entries minus 1 plus 4, that will be 3, right? Lambda square minus 3 lambda plus determinant of A. So determinant is minus 4 minus 2 into 3, or there is one more minus in, plus 6. We will be getting 2 equal to 0. So lambda square minus 3 lambda plus 2 equal to 0, and you can factorize and simplify this. You will get roots of this equation as 1 and 2. So I will take lambda 1 equal to 1 and lambda 2 equal to 2. Lambda 1 equal to 1 and lambda 2 equal to 2. To find eigenvectors. So first, again I don't write case 1, case 2 all. I will directly find it. So for lambda 1, so A minus lambda 1 into I into x1 equal to 0 implies A minus 1 into I minus x1 into x1 equal to 0. That is, you have to subtract 1 from diagonal entries of A, right? So subtracting 1, you will get minus 2, 3 minus 2, 3 into, so this one is obvious, it will be xy equal to 0, 0. So this gives you minus 2x plus 3y equal to 0. Minus 2x plus 3y equal to 0. So from this, 2x equal to 3y and x equal to 3 by 2 into y. Now you have to choose value for y. There in previous problems we used to choose a general value, y equal to k ಅಥವಾ z equal to k ಆ ರೀತಿ ಚೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಜನರಲೈಸ್ ಇಡಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಚೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಟು ಅವಾಯ್ಡ್ ದಿ ಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಟೇಕ್ y equal to 2. Put y equal to 2 then x1 will be x comma y ala, so x will be actually 3 and it is 2 transpose. Similarly for lambda 2, a minus lambda 2I into x2 equal to 0, that is a minus 2I into x2 equal to 0, which will be actually, you have to subtract 2 from diagonal entries, right? It will be minus 3 and minus 2 times of x y equal to 0. So that implies minus 3x plus 3y equal to 0, which implies actually x equal to y. So minus 3x equal to minus 3y, minus get cancelled, 3 get cancelled, x equal to y. Hoda? Let y equal to 1. Then capital X2 will be 1 transpose. Now P equal to, it is first column x1, second column x2. That implies P will be first column 3 2, second column 1 1. Now P inverse equal to, what is the determinant of this? 1 by determinant of P. Determinant of P is 1 into adjoint of P. Adjoint of P means you have to interchange diagonal entries and change the sign of non-diagonal entries. So here we will get 1 minus 1 minus 2 3. Thus P inverse AP equal to, P inverse is 1 minus 1 minus 2 3. A is minus 1 3 minus 2 4 and P is 3 1 2 1. Now multiply. This will be, I'll write here only. So P inverse I will multiply these two. You can do it in any order usually, but what usually I do is I will first multiply A and P, then multiply P inverse and their product of A and P. So this P inverse will be as it is. So 1 minus 1 minus 2 3 and multiplying these two, minus 3 plus 2, minus 3 plus 6, minus 3 plus 6 will get plus 3, minus 3 plus 6 will get plus 3. Next minus 1 plus 3, so minus 1 plus 3, 3 minus 1, right, it is 2. Next minus 2 into 3, that is minus 6 plus 8, minus 6 plus 8 you get 2. So minus 2 plus 4, so 4 minus 2 you get 2. So this is what I got, and multiplying these two, so 1 into 3 minus 1 into 2, 3 minus 2 you get 1. So 1 into 2 minus 2, 2 minus 2 gets 0, minus 6 plus 6 0, minus 4 plus 6, 6 minus 4 is 2. So you got, this is the lambda 1 and this is the lambda 2. So you got the diagonal matrix. Thus A is diagonalized. That completes the solution. Next, problem B. So the matrix is, so again I will take it as A. The matrix is 1 2 3 6. Matrix is 1 2 3 6. Now we need to diagonalize this matrix. Okay. Now solution. The characteristic equation is we have f of lambda to be lambda square minus 6 plus 1 7, right, minus 7 lambda plus 6 minus 6 0. So f of lambda equal to 0 implies lambda square minus 7 lambda equal to 0. So solving this, you get lambda 1 equal to 0, lambda 2 equal to 7. You can take lambda 1 equal to 7 and lambda 2 equal to 0, no problem. You can take it in any order. Okay, now to find eigenvectors, next for lambda 1, a minus that means 0 corresponding to 0, a minus 0 into actually lambda 1 into I into x, right? So but lambda 1 is 0, so that is ax equal to 0, which implies 1 2 3 6 times of x y equal to 0 0. So that gives you x plus 2y equal to 0, which implies x equal to minus 2y. Put y equal to 1, then x will be minus 2. Therefore x1 is minus 2 1 transpose. X1 is minus 2 1 transpose. Next for lambda 2. So a minus lambda 2I into x equal to 0 implies a minus 7 alva. So a minus 7I into x equal to 0. That implies you have to subtract 7. So 1 minus 7, you get minus 6 minus 6 2, and it is 3 6 minus 7, so minus 1 into x y equal to 0 0, and you can consider only one equation, that is 3x minus y equal to 0. That implies y equal to 3x. Put x equal to 1, then y will be 3. Therefore x2 will be 1 3 transpose. X2 will be 1 3 transpose. Now we have to form P. Thus P equal to, first column will be the first eigenvector minus 2 1, second column will be second eigenvector 1 3. So this will be P. Minus 2 1 1 3. Minus 2 1 1 3. Now determinant of P, minus 6 minus 1, so it is minus 7. Determinant of P is minus 7. Therefore P inverse will be minus 1 divided by 7 into adjoint of A. That means you have to interchange diagonal entries 3 minus 2 and change the sign of non-diagonal entries minus 1 minus 1. So actually P inverse will be 1 divided by 7 times, multiplying that minus n inside, minus 3 1 1 2. Now P inverse AP equal to 1 by 7 minus 3 1 1 2 times A. You have to write 1 2 3 6 times P, that is minus 2 1 1 3, and multiplying these two you will be getting 1 by 7 times this one minus 3 1 1 2 times and this will be, you can check that it will be 0 7 0 21. Check whether if there any mistake in the calculation, and then it will be P inverse AP will be 1 by 7 times minus 3 plus 1 into 0 gets 0, minus 21 plus 21 0, 1 into 0 plus 2 into 0 0, minus 21 plus 42, minus 21, okay, sorry, it is not minus 20, 1 into 7 plus 42, it is 49. So multiplying this 1 by 7 inside, you got 0 0 0 7. So these are the eigen values we had. So A is diagonalizable. A is diagonalized, sorry. Thus A is diagonalized. A is diagonalized. Next, problem C. Problem C. So the matrix is 5, okay, 4 1, A equal to 4 1 2 3, 4 1 2 3. So the eigen values are the characteristic polynomial is lambda square minus 7 lambda 12 minus 2, so plus 10 equal to 0. So solving this, get lambda 1 equal to 5, lambda 2 equal to 2. So you can take in a reverse order, no problem. To find eigenvectors, for lambda 1 equal to 5. Shall I write it directly? I hope I can write. So lambda 1 is 5, so A minus 5i into capital X equal to 0. We can take that as capital X1. So you have to subtract 5 from the diagonal entries, right? So 4 minus 5, it will be actually 4 minus 5. So minus 1 1 2 minus 2 times of X Y is equal to 0 0. So you get minus 6 plus y equal to 0, which implies x equal to y. Choose x equal to 1, then capital X1 will be 1 1 transpose. For lambda 2 equal to 2, A minus 2i into capital X2 equal to 0. That implies subtracting 2, you will be getting actually 2 1 2 1. You can check this, into X Y equal to 0 0. So it will be 2x plus y equal to 0, which implies y equal to minus 2x. Choose x equal to 1, then y will be minus 2. Therefore x2 will be 1 minus 2 transpose. Now P equal to I think I can write it directly. First column will be first eigenvector, that is 1 1. Second column will be second eigenvector, 1 minus 2. Determinant of P is minus 2 minus 1, that is minus 3. Thus P inverse will be minus 1 by 3 into adjoint of P, that is interchange diagonal entries minus 2 and 1, change the sign of non-diagonal entries minus 1, 1. This will be actually multiplying this minus sign inside, P inverse will be 1 divided by 3 times 2 minus 1, 1, I think there is a mistake, yes, here I forgot minus 1. So interchange diagonal entries minus 2, 1, minus 1, minus 1. Now it is correct. So 2, 1, 1, minus 1. Now P inverse AP. So P inverse AP equal to 1 by 3 into 2, 1, 1, minus 1 times A is 4, 1, 2, 3 times P is 1, 1, 1, minus 2. And you can check that the product of these two vectors will be 1 by 3 times of 2, 1, 1, minus 1 into this will be actually 5, 2, 5, minus 4. And finally it will be 5, 0, 0, 2. Thus A is diagonalized. Thus A is diagonalized. So that completes problem C. Next, problem D. Problem D. I'll just explain the outline of these problems. Problem D, the matrix is 5, 2, 5, 2, 2, 2. 5, 2, 2, 2. Solution. The characteristic polynomial f of lambda will be lambda square minus 7 lambda. So 10 minus 4, that is plus 6. So now f of lambda equal to 0 implies, so you can factorize this, it will be lambda minus 1 into lambda minus 6. That implies lambda 1 equal to 1 and lambda 2 equal to 6. See, I am just writing the outline, I am not writing the exact solution in a proper way. I am just writing the outline. So lambda 1 equal to 1 and lambda 2 equal to 6, that are the eigenvalues. To find eigenvectors, so lambda 1 equal to 1, a minus I into x equal to 0 implies 5 minus 1, that is 4, 2, 2, 1 into x, y equal to 0, 0. So that implies you got 2x plus y equal to 0, which implies y equal to minus 2x. So put x equal to 1, then y will be minus 2. So capital X1 will be 1 minus 2 transpose. Capital X1 will be 1 minus 2 transpose. Next, for lambda 2 equal to 6, right? So a minus 6I into x equal to 0, which implies it will be actually 4. Okay, I have to subtract 6, right? It will be minus 1, 2, minus 4 times of x, y equal to 0, 0. So you get minus x plus 2y equal to 0, which implies x equal to 2y. Put y equal to 1, you get x equal to 2. Therefore x2 will be, capital X2 will be 2 1 transpose. Now capital P will be, first column will be first eigenvector 1 minus 2, second column will be second eigenvector 2 1. So determinant of P will be 1 plus 4, so it will be 5. So P inverse will be 1 by 5 times 1 1 2 minus 2. Now you can check that. Finally you can check it. I'm not going to do it this. So P inverse AP will be, definitely will get 1 0 0 6. You can check this. So A is diagonalizable. So that is A, B, C, D. So problem E. So this one is almost similar to problem D. So this you can take it as exercise. Problem E. So A is 5 4 1 2. So take this as exercise. This is almost similar to problem D. So you can solve it later. Problem F is 2 6 0 minus 1. 2 6 0 minus 1. Solution. F of lambda is lambda square minus of the trace 2 minus 1 1. So lambda square minus lambda minus 2 equal to 0. Lambda square minus lambda minus 2 equal to 0, and I can factorize this, and you can check that f of lambda equal to 0 implies it will be lambda plus 1 into lambda minus 2 equal to 0. So lambda 1 is minus 1, lambda 2 is plus 2. So we got eigenvalues. Now to find eigenvectors, for lambda 1, so A plus 1 into I, that is simply A plus I into x1 equal to 0, which implies you have to add 1 to diagonal entries, right? So it will be adding 1 to diagonal entries 3 6 0 0 times x y equal to 0 0. 3 6 0 0 s into xy equal to 0 0, that is 3x plus 6y equal to 0, which implies x plus 2y equal to 0. So from that x equal to minus 2y, so x1 will be taking y equal to 1, so 1 minus 2 transpose, that is x1. For lambda 2, it will be 2, right? Lambda 2 is 2, so a plus 2i, I think 2 6 0 minus 1, adding 1 will be getting 3 6 0 minus 1 plus 1 is 0, so minus 2 1 s. Next a plus 2i, adding 2 will be getting 4 6 0 minus 1 plus 2 plus 1 into x y equal to 0 0. So from this we got 2x plus 6y equal to 0 and y equal to 0. Y equal to 0. So y is 0, x can take any value. I'll take x equal to 1. So x2 will be 1 0 transpose. So y equal to 0 we got, but there is no any restriction for x. So x can take any value. So x can take any value. So that will give you the second eigenvector to be 1 0. And the thing is, don't substitute this y here. So 6y, so y is 0, 2x equal to 0, so x equal to 0. No, that is not the case. So x should be equal to 1. Now we will be having the eigenvector to be x2 equal to 1 0 transpose. So P inverse AP equal to so P inverse, oh sorry, we didn't form P, right? So P is minus 2 1 1 0 transpose. Okay, sorry, not transpose. And determinant of P is minus 1. Determinant of P is minus 1. So we got P inverse to be minus 1 into, so it is 0 minus 2 minus 1 minus 1, right? You have to interchange the diagonal entries and change the sign of non-diagonal entries, but there is one more minus sign. So P inverse will be 0 1 1 2. 0 1 1 2, right? Yes. Now P inverse AP will be 0 1 1 2 times A is 2 6 0 minus 1, 2 6 0 minus 1 into P is 0 1 1 2. So this will get finally as minus 1 0 0 2. You can check this. You will get finally this as minus 1 0 0 2. Okay, so A is diagonalizable. So A is diagonalized. Thus, okay, I got the final solution. So I think the only point where you get confusion is this one. You are getting the information is y equal to 0, but for any reason you should not take that to be what, x equal to 0. Don't substitute there and take x equal to 0. If you take x equal to 0, then the process will be stopped there. Why? Because suppose if you take x equal to 0, then you will be going to get x2 to be 0 0. But x2 by our definition it is a non-zero column vector. So you are not supposed to take x equal to 0. So only you have to follow this one, y equal to 0, and choose x to be arbitrary. So there is one exercise problem. Along with that there will be one more exercise problem. So solve this later. 1 1 4 minus 2. With this we are going to wind up our discussion on diagonalizable matrices. So we need to discuss only the quadratic forms concept, that we shall discuss in our next class.